bet you couldn't hear a word of that because the mic was off. I am on Soy 13.2 at the Mackem Bar. The kite festival has been been on the beach today, so it's been absolutely heaving. So it took me ages to get here, and when I got here I had problems setting up the stream, and it didn't go to plan. But there you go, I'm on now, and we've got some people on the stream, which is good. I've got me Chang. So anybody that's got any questions, please just fire away. Let us know who's on here. Be nice to see who's on. Probably the usual suspects, I would have thought. Or maybe we've got some new people on, which will be great. Just show you what's going on in the street. Not a lot, like, but I'll put it on. Watch it. The owner of the bar's watching. That's good. That's at least one person watching. Baron Badger, how you doing, mate? Nice of you to join. Much appreciated. Have you just joined? Did you join the last stream and I had to turn it off? Let me know. John Frater. John from the Borough. John from the Borough. You playing today? You didn't play yesterday, did you? Sure, Middlesbrough playing today. I'm sure I read that. Thanks for joining though, John. Are you guys subscribers, or it's the first time you've seen me when you've come on the live? I'm going to have to order another beer. Where's my bell? Get one more, please. One more, yeah. John Frater, tomorrow Birmingham away. Not an easy game, but you're doing well, aren't you? Just adjust this camera a little bit. Do you prefer to look at my ugly mush, or do you prefer to look at the soy? There's not much going on the soy, like. I'll put it on for a couple of seconds so you can have a look. There we go. So, a few people on the stream now, that's good news. Let me know where you're from. And if you've got any questions about any videos that I've done, or any questions you've got about me being here in Thailand, or how busy it is, or whatever, then just let me know. John, I shall put your comment on the screen, hopefully. That's working now, yeah. So you've been subscribed for ages. Talking on Blues Live the other day. Oh my god. And you watched me Greg's review. I'll tell you what, I've got to put my video out on, it's done actually and ready to go for the bar crawl. But by the end of it I was absolutely slaughtered, so I don't know whether it's a good idea to put it out or not. But we'll wait and see. I might put it out tonight. If I have a few more of these Changs I might end up putting it on. It's not something that I've done before, like something like a bar crawl. So I don't know whether like the subscribers that we've got are into that kind of thing or not. But I think I'll put it on anyway. I'm 99% certain I'm going to put it on. It was a good laugh doing it, like. And John, if you watched that live stream with Blue and Pattaya, we had a really good live stream. We had loads of subscribers come along, my subscribers and Sai's subscribers. So it was really, really good. I think we're going to do another bar crawl. I don't know whether it'll be next week or the week after, because he's just moved into his house in Banks away, so we'll see. Mike Thompson, thanks for coming on, mate. Thanks for your comment. And I think you might be bang on there. I think you might be bang on. might get quiet because of the flight cancellations. I've just seen somebody put a message on Facebook actually asking, do they think that Thai immigration will extend their stay, like the visa-free stay, while they can't get the flights back to wherever they've come from with the airspace being closed? Interesting question. I don't know whether they'll do that or not. But I wouldn't be too concerned if I ended up being stuck here. My friend just flew out last Sunday actually, so it's a good job he did, and not this Sunday, or he'd have been goosed. But the flight's been cancelled from Newcastle and everywhere else, I guess. Ah, Lusty, you are here. Why can I not see your message? Or Lusty, or should I say Rusty? I know I've got a bad memory, but I'm sure you said your real name was Rusty last week. Anyway, I've got quite a few on the stream, that's good. So if nobody knows where I am, I'm in Soy 13-2 in Pattaya, obviously, just off Beach Road or off Second Road, depending on which way you look at it. There's been a kite festival on today, so it's been really busy down there. That was the start of my problems tonight, getting this live stream going, because I got stuck in traffic. So I got out of the taxi and jumped on a motorbike to get here. Then I couldn't get online, and it was all sorts of things. But never mind, we're here now, and it's all good. John Frater, hopefully the flights are okay in 3 weeks. You fly from Teesside to Netherlands, then Savannah Boom. That should be alright, shouldn't it? I suppose it depends on I guess it depends on what the route is. I'm not really sure about that, but you would have thought it would be alright, wouldn't it? Who's this message from? Sorry, I'm a bit slow. I'm not working on the full equipment that I would normally be working with. Not that I'm that good anyway, Ian 3902, thanks for coming on, mate, appreciate it. I doubt immigration will give free extensions. You can extend for 30 days, only cost 1900 baht. Yeah, I think you're right, but the thing is, what if you've already done your 30-day extension and then you're now having to leave on the whatever day, and you can't get your flight. I suppose you'll have to book another flight, won't you? I've seen a lot of companies advertising the fact that they can organise flights for you with airspace being closed, so just jumping on the bandwagon, I guess. Ian says he got caught in the Beach Road traffic yesterday. It was crazy and he got past Central. Yeah. I didn't come down here yesterday deliberately because of that. So I thought it was best just to stay at home yesterday. Rusty, we went round our mate's house last night and I had to enjoy Portsmouth versus Hull. Hey, we all know we're across the bay. I don't have any idea what the score was in that. I normally come down here to watch the games, but I didn't get back in time. We were away yesterday, so I didn't have time to get back. But every time I come here, I had a word with Steve, the owner, and I said every time I come to watch the match here, we lose. So I didn't come yesterday, and we're getting a draw out of it, so that's pretty good. So are you on holiday, Ian, in Pattaya, or do you live here? John Frater, you're heading here in 3 weeks, you'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be sorted in 3 weeks' time. It's got to be, hasn't it? It's an absolute nightmare though. Couldn't believe it when I saw that there'd been, I knew there'd been an explosion in Dubai, but I didn't realise that it had been Iran. Sending bombs in there. Dropping bombs in there. The world's gone mad, hasn't it? I'm so pleased that I'm here. Kind of out the way of it all. Blue in Pattaya, good evening, my friend. I'm sure you're enjoying yourself in Bang Saray in a bar, drinking some beers. And if I do miss any messages, just send it again and I will read it out. Ian's 3902, my friend is coming in 2 weeks. Put on the screen. My friend is coming for 2 weeks, flying with Indigo via Mumbai. Hopefully that will go okay as it avoids the Middle East. Yeah, I would have thought so. You can't like stop the flights across the whole world, can you? So there'll be ways and means around it. He's just lucky he hasn't booked flying Emirates to Dubai. Or Etihad to Doha or wherever they fly to, I'm not sure. I'm not up on this all this kind of thing, but I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash. I'm sure there'll be ways around it for people to get here. I think it's the people who need to get back for work that are going to have the problems. Like I say, they're probably going to have to pay for new flights. I don't know. But I don't think you're covered on insurance, are you, for war, acts of war or something like that? You'll have to check that out, like, but I'm sure that's the case. Blue in Potato just sat in a bar having a cold one. Good man. The Dirty Mechanic, nice for you to join us. What a great name that is, the Dirty Mechanic. I'm sure the prices will be going a lot higher. Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. There'll be excuses. Now, let's see what's going on outside. There's a bit of shouting going on, but I don't know what it is. But I'll put it on anyway. Have you noticed the prices going higher? I haven't looked, like, but I'm sure there's definitely going to be an increase in prices. Getting a bit noisy out there. I've never flown with Indigo before. Indigo via Mumbai. I know Air India flights were really, I tell you what, Air India flights will probably be really cheap. There's an option. I know a lot of people are boycotting Air India because of what happened. But I bet they're cheap. Cheers, everybody. So let's have a vote on whether I should put this bar crawl video out or not. I'm in two minds of what to do because I've never done anything on the channel like that before. I think I probably am going to put it out there. If anybody wants to see me absolutely hammered at the end of the video, then you'll probably vote for me to put it on. The Dirty Mechanic says, prices are over £1,000 from Newcastle and Teesside. That's pretty standard though, isn't it, for like Emirates? I know when I was coming here in the end of December, it was 1,200 quid. Which was like, I wasn't going to pay that. I went to Manchester and I paid one way I paid 462. But that was via Beijing. Ian 3902, I'm flying in a month with Gulf Air via Bahrain. We'll have to see how that pans out. Yeah. I think if you were flying today, you definitely wouldn't be flying. But you're talking about 3 weeks' time. A lot of things can happen in 3 weeks. lusty, or rusty I should say. I reckon that if you can't get away as planned, that the immigration will understand that there's a conflict en route. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one, won't we? Anybody else due to come out here on holiday in the next few weeks and worried about whether they're going to get the flight or not? I'm actually surprised. I don't know if anybody watches The Owl, but he had some really bad luck when he was here a couple of weeks ago. Lots of things went wrong, especially a couple of his flights, and he's struggling to get a refund on one of them. This would have just like capped it all off for him if it happened when he was here. Don't know if anybody watches the channel, but it used to be called Pattaya Owl, but he's rebranded to the Owl channel, I think. So the £1,000, the Dirty Mechanic says, put it on the screen for you. Dirty Mechanic says that's with Air France, not Emirates. Well, that's not too bad. Like £1,000 from Newcastle to, so it's Newcastle, Amsterdam to Charles de Gaulle, and then Charles de Gaulle to Bangkok, isn't it? For £1,000. That's not. If that's a return flight, I suppose it's not too bad, is it? That'll sell quickly if it's not sold out already. As I say, my mate was coming out. I came out last Sunday from Newcastle on Emirates to Dubai, so he's not going back for another 3 weeks. So hopefully it'll all be sorted by then. But again, I don't think he'll be too concerned the fact that he can't get back. The fact he's already said that. Trying to catch up with the messages, people. I'm just reading them on my phone, but there's a bit of a delay in the messages coming through. I think it's about 15-20 second delay. So anyway, so yes, I'm in the Mackem Bar, which is in Soy 13-2. It's the Mackem Bar is, if anybody doesn't know football, it's like a Mackem is a Sunderland, somebody from Sunderland. The guy in here, I know the guy, so we got together and set out to hold live streams from here. But it's a nice bar, it's a good bar. It's not a football bar, as in it's just like it's all about football. It's just obviously the Sunderland play football matches, and the matches are on that night. But other than that, it's a great bar. Nice big bar, pool table, some great girls in here. It's good. The Dirty Mechanic, hopefully coming out in December till the end of January. I bet you can't wait. That'll fly over, like the time will fly over. I don't know how old you are, but I tell you, I was 60 in November. I know I don't look a day over 59. And when I turned 60, the days just like absolutely fly over. The time, I get up early in the morning now just so I don't waste any of the day. Unbelievable. So that time span between now and December will fly over. Not that I'm saying you're 60, by the way. John Freira's just sent from Teesside to the Netherlands. Teesside? From Teesside to the Netherlands, lay over 4 hours, then on to Savani, return 596. That is fantastic. Return flight, 596 quid. Unbelievable. Get it booked. Anybody who wants to come here, get yourself on there. Is mine with you or on your own? Is Nina with me or on my own? No, I'm on my own. She's not very well. She's got this flu bug that's going around, and she's like had a cough for about a week, and she can't sleep. So she's in the house. So no, I'm out on my own. Dirty Mechanic is 56 and his birthday is in January, so you'll be spending your birthday in Pattaya. I can't think of anything better. John Trader, I've booked it in, I'll be there the 25th of March. Really? You've booked it? You're winding me up, aren't you? You can't just have done that while we've been on here, surely. Fair play though if you have. We're having a meet-up night in March in here. And there's quite a few people said they want to come to it, so if you're going to be here in March, John, then get yourself down here. Should be a good night. That is unbelievable. You can't have just booked that. Thank you. Owen's just bought me another beer. Oh, another night when I'm going to be hammered. Oh God. Not a good thing. I did come up with the intention tonight of drinking Coke. So come on, John, spill the beans. Are you telling me that you might have answered by now? Let's check my messages. Is the Dog's Bollocks bar still going? It was a Chelsea bar. And I have seen it before, but I haven't seen it this time, so I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I said it was, because I don't know. What a great name for a bar, the Dog's Bollocks. Alright, so John Frater, you booked that 3 weeks ago. That is a fantastic price. I didn't even know you could fly from Teesside, to be honest. I thought it was all like commercial. What's the word I'm not for? Not commercial flights anyway. Just like likes of DHL and stuff like that. Oh my God, I've had too much to drink. I can't think of the word. So John, 3 weeks on Tuesday. Happy days. Get yourself down here on the 25th then, and we'll have a beer. Maybe it's not the 25th, not when you're landing on the same day. You could if you wanted. I'm going to book a hotel tomorrow for Songkran, because we live on the dark side. I'm not going to get involved in Songkran over in Pattaya for that 9-10 day period, but I'm going to come across on the 19th for the last day, and we're going to go down Beach Road and go in a bar and meet some of Nina's mates, and we're going to have a day celebrating Songkran on the last day. I'm going to book a hotel just along here, Soy 13. Just stay in the hotel because we'll never get home in a taxi. It'll just be an absolute, it'll be carnage, won't it? I'll be in the Mackem bar with you for sure. That's great, excellent, John, fantastic. Anybody else who's here, who's coming on holiday? Anybody who's here already? Get yourself into the Mackem bar. If you're here tonight, if you're in Pattaya now, come down. I'll buy you a beer. Now that doesn't happen very often. Blue in Pattaya, if you're still watching, don't you comment on that. Dirty Mechanic, Teesside is a KLM hub airport, not just commercial anymore. Teesside is a KLM. Did I say Teesside? That's a brilliant price though, whichever way you look at it, isn't it? It's worth driving from down south to Teesside just to get that flight. I mean, I went to Manchester and flew Hainan Airways because it was half the price of flying from Newcastle. Newcastle's got to be one of the most expensive airports, I think. Don't know what anybody else thinks, but that is my opinion. So who else we got on the stream? We've got quite a few people on now. Let us know who you are, where you're from. If you've got any questions, just fire away. I'll try and answer them. I'll answer anything within reason. The Dirty Mechanics, 20 minutes away from the airport. How good is that? 20 minutes from the airport, you can walk there. Well, not with the case, I suppose. John Frader, I live 10 minutes away from Teesside. It's been my secret for ages, but I've told you now. Yeah, well, the secret is out. Everybody, if you want a cheap flight, get yourself to Teesside Airport. Sorry, John. Lusty, or Rusty, I see now, Lusty, you shouldn't have told us that your name was really Rusty, because now I don't know whether to call you Rusty or Lusty. Anyway, we go down, let's have a look, we go down to Ban Pahang, 100 miles south of Hua Hin for Songkran. Yeah, I usually just, to be honest with you, I've been going back to the UK for a couple of weeks when Songkran's been on, but I'm not this year, I'm staying. I have absolutely no intention of going back to the UK unless I really, really have to. Like I say, I came back in December and I was there for a couple of months and it was the worst. It was just the worst time ever. Hated it. Vincent McGarry, you were robbed yesterday. A goal on VAR. Yes, you're right, Vincent. You are absolutely 100% correct. Robbed. Rusty Sheriff's badge. But that's another point, Vincent, so another point on the board, so I think we'll be pretty safe this season. That music's not overpowering, is it, in the background? Hopefully it's okay. So how many people on here are subscribers then? If you're not, and you're enjoying the content, then give us a subscribe, and if you're not enjoying it, then I guess you wouldn't be here anyway. Or give us a like. Much appreciated. I'll put the street view back on for you for a little bit, just so you can get a rest from my ugly face. Can't really see much light. There's a couple of massage places over there. But there's like a cart in front, isn't there, so you can't see anything across from the car. You've seen me smirking, Ian, it's the northeast humour. I have no idea what you mean. I just don't want to come back. I just wouldn't want to come back, to be honest. Obviously I've been here 4 years now. I've been back over that period of time, like, because my dad's not been well, but and I had to go back in 2 years ago and earn a bit of cash because I spent far too much when I first moved here. But, I have no intention of going back. I guess there's some people on here who actually live here. I guess there's some people on here who are thinking of retiring here. And like, it is just like fantastic. And I don't live in Pattaya. I do live in Pattaya, but I live on the dark side, so it's a hell of a lot cheaper over that side than it is in the centre, obviously. Anybody else looking to move here when they retire? Or win the lottery? You never know. Can everybody hear me okay with this music in the background and not tell us to turn it down if it's a problem? Ian 3902, whoever would want to go back to a miserable UK, yeah. I mean, there's some good, you know, it's not all bad. I've got family there, and you know, my dad's still alive. I've got my son and my grandchildren there, but I definitely don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. John Frater, these 3 weeks are going to drag like for me. It's worth looking into flying from Teesside when you do travel back in for sure. Yeah, I mean, if I have to travel back, I will have a look to see if I can travel into Teesside. I don't think the 3 weeks will drag for you, honestly. It's just something to look forward to, isn't it, every day? Now the weather's been absolutely shit over there, so at least you've got something to look forward to. The Dirty Mechanic says, yes, me, hopefully, and both win lottery and retire. Well, winning the lottery is probably the hardest one. Retiring will be the easiest part, but that depends how long you've got. You're 56 now, so if you've got a private pension, you could retire now. Best thing I did, but I tell you, when I retired, because of COVID, that's when I got made redundant in 2020 because of COVID, and I was thinking about retiring because I could take my private pension, but I probably wouldn't have if COVID hadn't forced my hand and got me redundant. I probably would have waited a couple of years, you know, to get a bit more money in the bank, because Nina was living in the UK as well. A lot of people on here might know that, I don't know. So she was working there, so I probably would have stayed for a couple of years. But life deals you cards, and then you have to deal with the hand that you've got. And that was mine at the time. And I don't regret a second of it. Ian 3902. I was over the dark side last night and for a couple of hours this afternoon, so I much prefer it to the centre of Pattaya. If I want a beach and quiet bars, then Jumpy is good. Yeah, I love Jumpy and Ian, it's lovely. I love Pattaya Soy 5 actually. That's a great road, great soy, loads of bars, loads of nice restaurants. You've got a brilliant beach at the bottom. And Jumpy, I love walking along Jumpy Beach. A bit busier at the minute, like with it being high season, but yeah, I do like Jumpy. So where do you go when you're on the dark side, Ian? Anybody else on here might be interested in the bars you go to? We've got loads of bars over there, loads of gentlemen's clubs, loads of bars, nice restaurants. You've got Mackem Lake as well, not far away. Dirty Mechanic, 4 years is my plan, so what, 60? I know I keep saying it, but I'll fly over. I will absolutely fly over. John Frater, I just like to spend 2 months in Potato, come home in Potato. I've had too much of this already. I just like to spend 2 months in Pattaya, come home for 4, then back for another 2. That's what I would do, I think. I'll do it forever now, yeah? That's a good plan. Yeah, you don't have to move here, do you? I mean, I know guys who work on the taxis and do 6 months on the taxis in the summer, or 5 or 6 months, and then come here for 6 months. So you do what suits you, don't you? That's a good idea, yeah? 4 months and 2 months back working, yeah? Good idea. Ian says soy 7 jumped in and run. Yeah, I agree. Definitely soy 7. Yeah, I do love jumping in, like I've got to say. Me and Nina go there quite often for beers, and And I tell you what, if you want a cheap beer, there's loads of bars, 39 baht. So to be fair, we normally go to the Bullet Bar, have 4 or 5 beers, 39 baht, and then we'll go for something to eat along the front. In fact, we did that the other day. We went to Masala Twist, the Indian restaurant. Good in there, like, very good. I'll tell you where I went last night though, Alibaba on Pattaya Clan. That's been there, I was talking to the owner, been there 43 years. Inside, absolutely, it's fantastic inside. Beautiful, you wouldn't think you were in Pattaya. Brilliant inside, the staff were absolutely fantastic, the place was packed out and the food was awesome. So if you're in Pattaya and you fancy an Indian, I would recommend going to Alibaba, really good. I'm going to do a video on it soon. Ian 3902. In 3902, 2 Monkeys Birdcage, yeah, 2 Monkeys, yeah, Pasha Bar, Dark Side Bar, Maggie Mays, Bunny Club, just to mention 1 or 2. Yeah, never been in any of them, but they are great. They are good bars. The Dirty Mechanics thinking 6 months in Thailand and 6 months in England, yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Do you know what, if I was single, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I wouldn't do 6 months, like I'd probably do 3. Just so I could see family, see me dad. But it would be in the summer for sure, and then come back. I mean, I didn't really want to go back, but I probably would do that if I was single. Saying that, I'd probably get there after 2 weeks and decide, nah, it's not for me, and come back. John Frater, nice homemade chicken dinner today, can't wait, belly's rumbling already. What time is it in England now? 1:30. Now I could just eat a Sunday lunch. And I mention this every week on here, but I tell you, there's a bar called Monkey Bar in Jomtien. And they do a Sunday lunch for 229 baht, and it is the bee's knees. You get 2 choices, you get two chicken, pork, you get a little bit of beef, Yorkshire pudding, mashed potato, roast potatoes, all the veg, 229 baht. Absolutely fantastic. And now you're seeing you've got your bellies rumbling, I'm talking about food and I'm getting hungry now. Ian 3902, go to Tarka House on 13-1. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's good in there. Yeah. I don't know about it being better than Alibaba's, like. No, I was in there. It was really good. They're both really good. Tarka House is really good as well. So I wouldn't knock either of them. Alibaba's was excellent the other night. What I would say is a bit more expensive than Tarka House. The Dirty Mechanic says I'm single and my dad is 91, so I think I'll have a few years left on the clock. Well, hopefully. My dad's 90, and he's just, unfortunately, he's just had to go in a care home, but he's still fighting strong. Whatever he gets, it doesn't knock him down for long. He gets back up again. So hopefully, that's going to be the case for me as well. But you never know, do you? He didn't drink as much as I do. I'm not an alcoholic, even though I've got a bar crawl video coming out and I'm drinking tonight. I'm not an alcoholic. Ian 3902, have I been to Aquadimer and Azure? Yes, I have. I think Azure was, well, the last time I was there, Azure was the best one out of the 2. There might be some people on here who've been there and they might be able to confirm or deny that. The Dark Side's good. Dark Side is really good. Yeah, that's a really good bar. I was in Maggie Mays a while ago, probably about 8 months ago, and that was okay. John Frater, gonna get off Ian. Be nice. Hopefully see you in 3 weeks on Wednesday. Yeah, no problem, John. I shall see you when you get here, and that 3 weeks will fly over. Kiss X, I have actually been to Kiss X, Ian 3902. I know it's out the way, but yeah, I know it's not far from Aquadimer and Azure, but yeah, it was a long time ago since I was in there, like. There's loads of bars and gentlemen's clubs on the dark side. Anybody who'll be thinking of moving to Thailand or living here for 6 months or 3 months or whatever, it's a lot cheaper living over here. It's about 10 minutes on a motorbike to get into central Pattaya, 15-20 minutes in a car, and it's brilliant on the dark side. I would highly recommend it. So don't forget to like, folks. If you've just joined the live stream, give us a like. That would be fantastic. And if you haven't subscribed, that would be even better. I've got loads of videos due out next week. One is as I've been talking about, the bar crawl. I'll probably put that one out tonight. Wasn't sure about putting it out, but I'm going to put it out anyway. Tell you what, there's plenty of broccoli shops down here. 1, 2, 3. 3 together. 4, 5. 5 broccoli shops in size 13 too. Not for me, like I'm not into that kind of thing. The Dirty Mechanic. The Dirty Mechanic. I'll put your message on the screen. I'm going to have to get better at this, like, aren't I? The Dirty Mechanic. My dad still lives at home and drives faster than most old ones. He's been a mechanic for years. Used to blow asbestos off brake shoes and that. Just live your life. It's your last. Yeah, I totally agree. And he still drives, and he's 93. Unbelievable, that, like. I can't see me living till there's absolutely no chance. My dad's 90, as I say. I can't see me living on 90, like. Can't imagine it. I'd like to, but I think if you're going to live to 90, you've got to have all your faculties about you, haven't you? You don't want to be like somebody who's housebound or stuck in a bed or whatever. The Dirty Mechanic, I watched you with Si and subscribed straight away. Thanks, mate, much appreciated. Tell you what, that was a brilliant live that Si did on. We went off the bar crawl on. Was it Wednesday we went out? And that was we had a great time, and that live was really good. We had some really good people on there. We had a few subscribers come in, some of mine and some of Si's, and came and joined us for a few beers, so it was really good. Dirty Mechanic, his dad's 91. Oh, no, that's no chance I'm going to live till I'm 90. Not a prayer. But you never know, do you? I'll tell you what, the Dirty Mechanic, if you did watch that live the other day, I don't know how far gone I was, but by the end of it, I'm absolutely slaughtered. And you know what? You don't realise how pissed you are until you watch yourself back on video. And I was like, unbelievable. I didn't think I got that bad when I was drunk, to be honest with you, but unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to put the video on so people can see it. Got quite a few subscribers from the live stream on Wednesday. Like, it was really good. Anybody else just joined? Anybody want to add a comment on there? Ask me any questions. Let us know where you're from. That would be fantastic. I didn't watch stuff too far as I was at work. Alright, okay. Yeah, well, it was like middle of the day in the UK when we did the live stream, wasn't it? So that's why I try and do this one at like 7 o'clock on a Sunday. It's still obviously early in the UK, but if I was to do it, say, on the night time in the UK, then obviously I'm going to have to get up in the middle of the night to do it. So this is probably the best time I can think of to do it. I did try doing one a couple of weeks ago, which like it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I was on Beach Road. It didn't really go down very well, but I can imagine why it didn't, because obviously 1 o'clock in the afternoon here is like stupid o'clock in the UK, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look, see if I've missed any questions. Lusty, I've outlived my old chap by 6. God, I'm going to have to get my eyes tested. I've outlived my old chap by 15 years now. He would have loved Pattaya. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think anybody who comes here has the impression that, actually I have met one person who's been here, a young lad actually. I didn't know him, but when he came here I met him on his first night, and I had to take him around because it was in Bangkok actually, he wasn't sure about the place, and he's never been back since. So there is one person I know that when he's been to Thailand he hasn't come back. But my dad came here in September 2016, something like that, with my sister, and he absolutely loved it, like, and he wanted to come back, but his health deteriorated a little bit. But when he came with my sister, the problem was because he was from his sister, he couldn't really get out and enjoy himself, if you know what I mean. So that's a bit of a disappointment, but he thought it was fantastic, like. But yes, I'm sure your dad, Rusty, would have loved being here. The Dirty Mechanic, I watched Sai, he was on Mark's channel, settled in Siam. Oh yeah, I think he's friends with Mark. Yeah, I haven't met Mark yet. I was on, or I'm going to be on Tarish Times next week. Did an interview with Pete from Tarish Times last night, so I'm going to be on there when he releases the video. I'm not too sure when it's going to be. So that was quite good. That was quite interesting. He's got a big following, and he's coming here on holiday actually next month. So hopefully meet up with him and have a few beers. It's all good. So we've got quite a few on the stream now. So anybody who hasn't commented, give us your questions. If you've got any questions for me, and I'll answer as many as I can. Or just let us know where you're from. You don't have to ask a question. Just let us know where you're from, whether you're a subscriber or not. And if you're not, well, why not? Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy tonight's live, or you can go and watch the videos and then subscribe, or at least give us a like, because that'll help me with the channel. So, Songkran next month. Be the first time that I've been here for Songkran in 4 years. I'm quite looking forward to doing the day of Songkran actually, because I think that the 9 days or 10 days, whatever it is in Pattaya, is a pain in the arse, because you can't go anywhere, you can't get dressed to go anywhere, because you're going to get soaked or some. It's usually a Falang who chucks a bucket of water over you when you're driving on a BART bus down Soi Buakhao. But if you come down here and you want to celebrate Songkran and actually get involved in it, I think it's a brilliant day. So that's why we're going to do it on the 19th, the last day. We're going to book a hotel, just stay near the beach. I've spoken to a couple of taxi drivers actually, not motorbike taxis, but taxi drivers, who said they're not going to work on Songkran on the final day because it's just going to absolutely hectic and they'll not be able to get anywhere. So I think trying to get home would be mad. I mean, you'd probably be able to get motorbikes, but Bolt motorbikes. Me and Bolt motorbikes don't go well. I had to get one tonight because I was desperate, because I was late. and he wasn't actually that bad, but most of them are absolute bloody maniacs. Dilo G5R W8K. I'll just call you Dilo. Thanks for joining, much appreciated for you being on here, mate. What job did you used to do, Ian? Your sub should go up after the Tarish interview. Yeah, hopefully. I didn't ask him for the interview, but he got in touch with me and asked if I would be happy to do something. And I thought, I wasn't going to do it actually, because he's had some cracking interviews on there, like really top-notch guys with some great stories to tell. And I was thinking, well, have I got any real stories to tell? But anyway, obviously he enjoyed. He thought it was good, and he's going to put it out there. So yeah, so I'm on there. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully I will get some subscribers from it. What job did I do in the UK? I was a national account manager. So I used to sell contract hire and lease vehicles to big companies in the UK. And I did that for 20 years, and I used to travel the UK, which was a great job, to be honest with you. I loved it, getting involved, meeting some great people. You were dealing with all kinds of people, from directors to transport managers, and it was a good job. But obviously it came to an end. And as I said earlier, you might not have been on the stream then, but I think if COVID hadn't come along and I got me redundant, I probably would have stayed for another couple of years. Even though it was in my mind to leave, Nina was settled in the UK. She was happy in the job that she was doing. But then things took a turn for the worse when her mum and dad died during COVID, and everything changed. If you haven't watched that video, go and have a look. Tragedy brought us to Thailand. That's my favourite video so far. Dilo, can it do with some cramp, pain in the arse? Yes, it is a pain in the arse. But like I say, I think if you go down there with the intention of getting involved in it and enjoying it, it's a little bit different. Do you know what I mean? As I said, just when you're out and about in Pattaya, and Spittle Chuck and Water is an absolute pain in the arse. I totally agree with you there. So I'll be staying over the dark side, because it's not too bad over there. I'll be staying over there until the 19th, and then we'll be coming across here and celebrating Songkran with Nina and our friends. Dirty Mechanic, Mark's a good lad, likes to play golf and have a beer or two. I haven't met him. Sai speaks highly of him, so I guess I will meet him someday. Has he got his own bar? The Dirty Mechanic, I'd love to come over for Songkran, but I've used all my leave. Well, you'll have to come next year. You're not missing much, really. Like, if you're going to come for Songkran, just come for the last day. Park Hilton, thanks for joining me, appreciate it. From Perth, wow. Just retired recently in Jomtien. Fair play. I lived in Jomtien for a while when I first. Not when I first came here. I actually left my job to come and work here, and I worked here for a year. Then we ended up going back to the UK, myself and Nina. And I lived in Jomtien, and I loved it there. Really good place. I do like Jomtien a lot. We spend a lot of time there. We go for meals and drinks there quite a lot. And then if I'm out by myself, sometimes I'll just jump on a BART bus and head down there and have a few drinks myself. As I said, in the cheap 39 baht beer bars, not just the 39 baht beer bars. Dilo, can it do with Songkran, pain in the eye? I've already said that one, haven't I? Have I said that one? But you're right anyway. I'll repeat it just because of that. So anybody on here looking to retire soon? I've asked the question earlier, but I know people are jumping in and out of the stream. So anybody looking to come here on holiday soon? Anybody got any flights booked soon through Dubai or Doha? Will you get through? I don't know what the news is today. I know flights. I read the news this morning. The flights have been cancelled. Airspace have been cancelled in Dubai, or so I don't know. If you've got, as we said earlier, if you've got flights booked via Amsterdam, to Charles de Gaulle and then across, you're probably going to be okay. I flew to Beijing on Hainan Airways, so would you be okay flying there? I would have guessed so. Dilo, I'm looking to do 6 months UK, 6 months Germany for a few years before making the big move. Yeah, fantastic. I think that's a great idea. 6 months in the UK, 6 months here. I think I said earlier I would do that, but if I was single, I think before I got married, I would probably have done that. And just done 6 months there, worked 6 months there, and 6 months here. But now that I'm married and I've been settled here for a few years, apart from the odd time when I've had to go back, I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't do it. I went back and I was back for a few months at the end of last year, and I hated it. So, and my mate's just come across. He's been working in the UK on the taxis, and he's here, and he said he's never ever going to do it January, February again. So it's hard, like, because the weather's absolutely shit, isn't it? Not just the weather, lots of other things, but we don't get into the politics side of it. Dilo went for jump team for 3 months end of last year, but you couldn't wait to get end of last year. So how long have you been back? We're only in what, 1st of March today? So you must have only been back in the UK for a few weeks and then you've decided to come back. Fair play. Dilo, yeah, you're single? Okay, well you can do what you like, can't you? Go anywhere you like, whenever you like. That's if you're not working full time, of course, or you might be self-employed. I've got a few friends who are digital nomads, and they live here and they just have a great life, absolutely fantastic life, making money online. I should have done that. Too late now, 60-year-old. Dilo just divorced from Thai wife, together in the UK for 15 years. My God. 15 years together, and then unbelievable. You never think that's going to happen after 15 years, do you? I mean, we've been married, Nina and I have been married for 14 years. I don't see anything changing there, like, but you never know, do you? When you read something, when you hear something like that, 15 years, Jesus. Well, at least you're, if we look on the bright side, you can do what you want. Dilo finished work end of 24. So I take it you're retired then. You just come and go when you please. So your breakup was mutual and no regrets. Ah, well, fair enough. I think, well, when we had the death of Nina's mum and dad in 2020, and we decided to move back here, because Nina wanted to come back purely because she couldn't, because of COVID, she couldn't get back, and that's what hurt her the most. She couldn't get back for her mum and dad's funerals because the religion means you've got to be buried within 24 hours. You'd have to watch the video, I can't go through the whole thing on here, but I think she wanted to come back after that. So if I hadn't wanted to come here, and she did, I don't know what would have happened. But I did want to come here, so. We actually didn't know we wanted to come here till we came back for the funeral, well not for the funeral, but to see our mum and dad's graves and that. And we stayed for 3 months, and that's when we decided that we were going to stay here, or move here. Funny how life takes you down like different paths, isn't it? Like things that you don't expect. Everybody's got a story, haven't they? So come on, anybody on here who hasn't commented, be brave and let us know who you are and where you're from. You don't have to, obviously, but it'd be nice to know who's here, whether you're in Pattaya or whether you're in the UK or Perth, Australia. I was going to go to Perth in December and I changed my mind. I was going to go for the cricket. Thank God I made the decision to change my mind. But I will go to Australia at some point. I really want to go to Australia and just sample the place, see what it's like. I've got a friend who lives in the Gold Coast, and he absolutely loves it. He's been there 3 years now. Absolutely loves it. So he's offered to put me up there. So I've only got to find the flight. So let's have a look at these messages. Witches 93 says the butterfly effect, I believe they call it. Well, you could call it. Nah, you couldn't call it that. You couldn't call it that. I mean, there are lots of butterflies out here, but hey, each to their own. Do what you want. But when you're single, when you're a single man, you can come here and you can do exactly what you want when you want. You can stay in expensive hotels, cheap condos, expensive condos. Do what you want. The world is your oyster. And another good thing about being here is, if you're a football fan, you can watch football in any bar. You can watch any game you like in a bar here. You'll always find a bar that's got the game that you want to watch on. Obviously the weather's fantastic. It's a great temperature tonight. Loads of people out, like. Very busy. Probably that kite festival that is kept a lot of people on the streets. And it is busy anyway, like. Soy was chocker the other day. Traffic, bumper to bumper. And that's been like that all the time since I've been back, since the end of December. Witches 93 says Australia looks like a lovely country. It's a shame it's full of kangaroos. Park Hilton, Oz is too expensive now. We'll drop into your bar sometime. I love 13-1 and 2 good times. Yeah, definitely. Let me know when you're coming down. And I'll meet you. I said earlier, and if anybody's on here who wasn't on the stream earlier, we have got a meet-up night. Blue in Pattaya and myself have got a meet-up night next month. I've got a meet-up night next month, so I'll be advertising the date, and if everybody whoever's here wants to come down, you're more than welcome. We'll probably have a bit of food on and some beers and have a chat, and it should be a good night. So Park Hilton, next month, get it in your diary. I'll get the date out as soon as I can. I'll put the street view on for a second, because I need to blow my nose. Probably not happening out there, like. The massage parlours are quiet. A few food vans coming down. Right, there you go. That's your lot. Dilo said the kangaroos will break your arm if you're not careful. The Dirty Mechanic says, and I'll put this one on the screen. There you go. Flights cancelled to Doha, Dubai, Abu Dhabi till the early hours of the morning in the UK. Apparently just watch the news. Till the early hours of the morning. So does that mean they're going to start again in the early hours of the morning? Sounds like that, doesn't it? It'd be interesting to see how that develops and sorts itself out, won't it, over the next few days. Dirty Mechanic says there's always something happening in Pattaya. Yeah, you're right, mate. Always. Always. That's why we love it. There's a comment there that I've missed. Australia is a lovely country, but it's full of Australians. That's Rusty Lusty. I don't know. I can't possibly comment on that. I've got some great Australian friends here, and they're spot on. But I don't know. Australia is expensive though. Definitely. Park Hilton telling me that Australia is very expensive. Yeah, my mate's paying. Now, what did he say? He's paying $2,000 a week to rent a condo. A 2-bedroom condo he rents in the Gold Coast for 2,000 Australian dollars a week. I mean, that is unbelievable. That, like, I mean, I know he's got plenty of money, so he is in a nice place. But I mean, $2,000 a week. Don't know what that is in pounds. Probably about 1,200 quid a week, I would have thought. I've got to say, The Dirty Mechanic, that is an absolutely fantastic title. That could mean anything, couldn't it? Sorry. The Dirty Mechanic. Anyway, there's always something happening in Pattaya, and that's why I love it. Yeah, and that's probably the sentiment of everybody on this live stream at the minute. It is a fantastic place, like, absolutely awesome. You know, there's guys walking up here, I can't show you now because it's gone past, walking dogs on a lead, and they get absolutely no hassle whatsoever. We've got a Labrador, she's female, and when we take her out, there'll be no dogs anywhere, and as soon as we take her outside, we get like 100 dogs jumping out in bushes and from behind parked cars. I can't take her anywhere. Just an observation. So how long we've been on? An hour and 12 minutes. Anybody got any questions they would like to ask me? I don't get a lot of questions actually. It's good that people obviously put comments on it and comment on it, that's brilliant. But I don't get many questions. Let's have a look, see what we've got. A minute. Rusty, South Africa, Australian culture, but a quarter of the price. Australia, South African culture, but a quarter of the price. Well, I've never been to South Africa, but I've never even thought about going to Australia, to South Africa, to be honest. But sorry, I just got distracted. I can't show you. I've gone past. Never thought about going to South Africa, and that's somewhere that I've really thought about going. The Dirty Mechanic says they'll do anything for a Castlemaine 4X. I remember the advert. Castlemaine 4X and Fosters, I believe. I do remember the Castlemaine 4X adverts. My God, that's quite a while ago, like, isn't it? Did they still do that? I don't even think they do the Fosters adverts anymore, do they? I know it's not really Australia. They're not Australian people doing the adverts, but you know what I'm trying to say. Park Hilton says, "Yep, up for a meet-up. Been in Banksaray for the last month. Good to be back in action." Yeah, well, that's Blue in Potato Country now. He's moved there. He's just moved into a house. I think he's just signed a contract for 12 months. Just retired from the UK and he arrived last week. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, then Blue in Pattaya, good lad. And as I say, he's moved to Banksaray, so I'll probably go down and see him sometime next week. Dirty says no. Oh no, they don't do Castlemaine 4X anymore. Alright, okay. It's Crazy Fish. Welcome, Crazy Fish. Nice to have you on the stream. Has Alpha Amiga occasionally visited your bar? Alpha Amiga. I might be a bit stupid, so you might have to just explain what you mean. I mean, it might be a person like, and if it is, no. And if I'm misunderstanding what you mean, you need to explain. I'm a bit slow on the uptake. The Dirty Mechanic says Foster's never available in Australia. Alright, well, I didn't know that. See what I mean about I'm not quick on the uptake? But I don't care, I am what I am. And if you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you don't, that's it. I'm not going to change for anybody, not now. It's Crazy Fish, Bangkok-based YouTuber. Oh, right, no, I've never heard of him actually, I'll have to have a look. No. I've never watched him actually. I do watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of the like the Thailand-based YouTubers, and I've never watched him. I watch like Keys One. I watch the Roman Chef, Gary Butler. Paddy Doyle. I watched quite a few of them actually. But I've never heard of that one. I'll have to have a look. I will have a look and report back next week on the live stream on Sunday. Dilo, the Irish fella who likes gin. Oh, is that who it is? Alright, I'm going to have a look. I'll have a look, not tonight, but I'll have a look tomorrow and I'll report back and tell you what I think. The Dirty Mechanic said, a lad I met New Year visited your bar to watch the football. He's a Sunderland fan. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We all used to hide the fact when we were in League One, but now we can say what we like. Dilo, Gary Butler, very good. Yeah, he's excellent. I love watching his videos. I know it's food related, but like, he comes across really well. He's got a good personality and he gives you good ideas for places you can go in Bangkok, doesn't he? Yeah, I love watching his videos. He was back in the UK last month maybe? Spartan Storm. Hello Spartan Storm, nice to see you. Has your dog been neutered? Yes, neutered in the UK. Pretty much straight away, excuse me, as soon as we could. Yeah, but I still get the grief, honestly, right? It's unbelievable. We can go to Mackem Lake, not see a dog anywhere, let her loose on the field, like on the grass near the lake, and then a load of dogs will just appear and start barking and running towards her. So I've got this stick there ready to hit them if they get close. They never come close, like they just bark. The Dirty Mechanic, I used to watch Keys One and the other guy from the UK. Oh, Dan. I think he was called Dan the Man or something like that. He was really good actually. I quite like watching him, then he just disappeared, didn't he, off YouTube? I think he disappeared, then came back and then disappeared again. There's another guy from Australia I watch as well. And he's actually he left Thailand to do some vlogs, I think, in Vietnam, and then when he came back they wouldn't let him in and he was sent back to Australia. But I think he's just applied for a DTV visa. Hopefully he gets it because he's quite good. What's the name of the channel? Oh, Gone Adrift. He's quite good as well. I just like watching, do you know what? I like watching YouTubers. Not just YouTubers, anybody, but anybody who just doesn't bullshit and just tells you like it is. They're the kind of people that I like watching. But yeah, that just getting back Dirty Mechanic to Dan. I think he was called Dan the Man. He was really good. Yeah, I loved his videos. I know he's still in Bangkok, but obviously he's not making videos. Brandon James is good live streaming in Pattaya. Have you heard of him? Yes, I've heard of him, but I've not watched him. So when he does live in Pattaya, what does he do? Does he go out and about and just walk about in different places, or? Because I was thinking about doing that rather than like doing loads of videos, doing some lives walking about. I was going to go to Platinum Nimbies next week and have a walk down there and go in a few bars and down the beach, maybe have some food. It'd be much easier than making a video. Not that I don't like making videos, because I do. The Dirty Mechanic, they do monetize They demonetized him, and yeah, I watched Gonna Drift 2. They demonetized him. Why? Why did they do that? Welsh Boy Webber, yeah, he's an honest channel, to be fair, very direct approach. Yeah, he is. I think when I speak to people, they're kind of, for some people he's an acquired taste, but I quite like him because he's pretty straight talking. I've never met the guy. I will try and meet him at some point, but yeah, I watched that video that I did, maybe it's just recently, I think, about when his girlfriend came across or went across to Wales, and then he decided that it wasn't going to work and he sent her back here to Thailand. It's quite a good video, that. Watched that the other day. So yeah, I want to meet him just to see what he's like. The Dirty Mechanic. One of my pals works in LK Metro from Trimden. Works in LK Metro. Doing what? That'll be interesting to find out. From Trimden, working in LK Metro. You've got to tell me what he's doing, or she. Could be a Thai, couldn't it? I'm just going to order another beer. Dirty Mechanic, I'm not sure why they did it like that. Oh, he's a bar manager. So which bar is he manager of in LK? Trying to think of the bars that are there where he would be a manager. So it's going to be a girly bar, I guess. Unless it's Metro Bar, they've got an English manager in there. Well, it's all the football and all the live sports. Dilo or Dilau, I don't know whether I'm saying your name right or not. Because he didn't tell her she was going to Wales, she thought she was going to England. She thought she was going to England. Well, I can't say anything about that, Dilo, because I've never been to Wales. I hear a lot of things about Wales, that they don't like the English, but I've never been there, so I can't possibly comment on that. I'm going to order a beer, just bear with me. Nobody available at all with customers. I'll have to ring my bell a bit louder. Thank you. Tell you what, it's busy in here. Unbelievable. The Dirty Mechanic, a barcode. Who's a barcode? I'm desperate for the loo, but I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go anywhere because you'll all disappear if I go to the loo. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching for the first time and you've enjoyed it, please subscribe. That would be fantastic. Or at least give us a like. I would appreciate that just as much. And if you don't want to subscribe and you don't want to give us a like, that's fine as well. So we've had people here. Thank you. Come Cap. We've had people here tonight from all over the globe. How good is that? That YouTube can bring people together like on one platform, and that's brilliant, isn't it? Really good. I think that's quite impressive. The Dirty Mechanic, I always... Rusty, if someone gave me a bar in Pattaya, I'd give it to someone else. Well, what would I do? What would I do? If they gave me the bar, I'd probably have a go, because I would use YouTube as a way to attract customers, I suppose. There's a lot of people do that. They look at Buzzin' Lounge. He uses his YouTube channel to bring customers in. If you look at Mac TV, he uses his YouTube channel to bring customers in. So I'd probably do the same thing, I suppose. If I was given the bar, I certainly wouldn't buy a bar. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I would buy a bar, but I would. If somebody gave me a bar, I'd give it a go. Let's have a look. The dirty mechanic. I always give them a tip. They are straight over to me, and he works in barcode. Oh, barcode. Sorry. When you say barcode, I thought you were talking about Newcastle fans. So he works in barcode. Oh, right, okay. What's his name? I'll pop in tonight because I'm going to head back that way after we've done the live stream. Tell me his name and I'll go and see him and I'll tell him I've been talking to you. Anybody here? Anybody here who's just joined who's planning on coming to Pattaya next month for Songkran? Sorry, in April for Songkran, not next month. I'm just telling people earlier that I'll be celebrating Songkran on the 19th. I'll be coming down here with Nina and our friends, and we'll be having a water fight. I've actually only done it once, and I really enjoyed it. It's just the bit in between I don't like, the 8 or 9 days before, so before the final day of Songkran, when you come out for a beer or something to eat, and somebody chucks a bucket of water at you. Dirty mechanic, Richie. Okay, so barcode, Richie. Okay. See if I can get a beer out of him, eh? I'm only joking. Oh yeah, you're right, Dilo. April is next month, isn't it? 1st of March today. How time flies. Can you believe I came back at the end of December and it's now March. Absolutely unbelievable. How time flies. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. God. Well, I tell you what, high season hasn't got any, it hasn't finished because it's really busy here. I mean, if you try and get a book tonight, I was leaving the house at 6 o'clock on the dark side to get here for 7. I tried to get a taxi at 6 o'clock and it was a 20-minute wait for a taxi. Could have got a motorbike within 5 minutes, but I've stopped getting the Bolt motorbikes because they're just absolute maniacs. It's only 38 baht I think it was tonight from mine to Pattaya, but they're absolute maniacs. So I started getting taxis again. But tonight I was halfway here and I wasn't going to get here in time for the live stream at 7. So I got out of the car and I got a motorbike taxi the rest of the way. And then I couldn't get set up. I couldn't get everything set up in time, so it didn't start until about 7:30. So it was disaster. But thankfully we got on here eventually, and there's some great people on. So I do appreciate everybody that's come on tonight. It's been fantastic, been some good chat. Anybody got any questions for me? You can ask me anything you want about my time in Thailand, why I moved to Thailand, my marriage, my house, whatever, anything. Ask away. Because if I don't want to answer, I'll not. Actually, I answered some questions on Irish Times with Pete yesterday that I wouldn't normally have answered. So if you watch that next week when he puts it out. As I said earlier, if you weren't on the live stream, he's had some absolute superstars on that channel, interviewing some really great guys. So when he asked me if I wanted to go on there, I was like, really? Do you want me to come on? But he did the interview and he said it was good. So if you watch Irish Times, then I'll be on next week. And if you don't, then I guess you need to subscribe to him and you'll get to know when I'm going to be on there. And if you've watched the channel for a long time, you'll know the questions that he asks. You'll know what the answers are going to be anyway. Rusty Lusty, are you in there most evenings? I'm not. I haven't been recently, purely because I've been away to Kosovo in different places. If you let me know when you're coming down, if you're thinking of coming down, then I'll make sure I'm here. Just drop a message on one of the, maybe it's on the last video or something like that. I mean, there is an email address you can contact us on, but yeah, just let us know when you come down, and when you want to come down, and I'll be here. Dilo, you haven't said, is it Dilo or Dilao? You got to let me know, because I keep saying a different word, I keep saying your name different every time. The house looks great, you have done it well. Do you think it will have gone up in value a lot now? Must have. Well, I paid 3 million, so the guy next door's got the same house and he hasn't done anywhere near as much work as me, because I put brand new aircon units in. Everything in the house is everything is brand new. And he's selling his for 4 million, so but I spent about 400,000 refurbishing it. Probably has. But I mean, I bought the house I suppose I did buy it as an investment in a way, but I bought it in Nina's name, as you're probably aware if you watch the videos. So it was for Nina, so if anything happens to me, then she's got the house. So obviously I do want it to go up in value, and hopefully it has, but if it hasn't, it's just for her. And if you watch I don't know, 2 videos ago, when I asked her if I did anything wrong or if I was a naughty, well, she said, if you're a naughty boy, then I'm not going to give you anything if you're a naughty boy and we need to sell the house. But to be fair, I was completely aware of every situation that could happen, every possibility, before I bought it in her name. And there's reasons behind that, but again, you'd have to watch the video on moving to Thailand. Tragedy moved us to Thailand to find out the answers. Or I can tell you if you ask us the question. I just don't want to tell people something that they might have already looked at. Dilo says, yeah, I've watched your videos, I know what you have in it, yeah. You know what, right? I've never been somebody who worries about money. I can't say I don't worry about money, but I'm careful in what I do, but I know the risks involved when I do something. And selling the house in the UK and buying the house here wasn't really a risk, because I bought the house at an auction and refurbished the house. So what I made there kind of paid for the house here. So it's all. I just want to live life and enjoy myself and be happy and try and be myself on the videos, try and be myself on here. No bullshit, and that's the way I am, really, I guess. If I was really concerned about money, then I probably would have bought the house in a company name. In fact, I wouldn't have bought the house, I would have rented. I'll be totally honest with you, I would have rented the house, because I could have rented a house in our village at the time. And we rented a house because of the dog, because we needed somewhere to walk the dog. As I mentioned earlier, we can't take her out and about outside the village. So the village is it's a big village, it's got big wide roads. So I would have rented a house and I wouldn't have bought a house if I was bothered about money. So I don't know whether that's the right thing or the wrong thing, but there you go, that's the way it is. I did have some comments actually about buying the house and that it was a bit stupid and should have done it in a company name. But to be fair, there were some really good comments about how I can secure myself if something was to happen to Nina and she was to die, and then so I am going to look into those things. So I do appreciate the comments on that. Actually, if anybody's on here who commented, then I do appreciate it, and I have looked at the comments. Rusty said, and it'll be interesting to see what this is. Being a naughty boy, we all are. Just. I am a good boy, Rusty. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I tell you what, There's three broccoli shops over the road, and there's a constant smell of broccoli smoke in here, and it's unbelievable. I mean, I can't say I don't like the smell, but I'm not really bothered either way. But they're closing the shops down, and there's still hundreds and hundreds of these shops around. But I think they're closing them down as the license runs out, and they're not renewing the license. So obviously these three shops directly opposite. Hang on a second. See if I can show you. So these three shops directly opposite are in competition with each other, and eventually they're going to be closed down. But at the minute, it absolutely stinks. I'll be high as a kite by the time I finish this live stream. Dealo, pros and cons. I think you could have got her to lease you the house for say 20 years. Yeah, I am looking into that. I'm doing the 30-year lease. It's just to cover me, not for any, just to cover me as in if something happens to Nina. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm looking into that at the minute. Probably should have done that in the first place, but hey. But we're all getting on. I mean, Nina's 41, so. But yeah, I'm going to do that. There was something else I could do as well, but I can't remember the name of it. I'll just do the lease. I'll just do the 30-year lease. I think you can do 30, 30, and 30. Excuse me. So is anybody on here who would consider buying a property in Thailand then? I think most people will say no. Give it 10 seconds. Lusty says, Pattaya, it smells like Amsterdam now. It smelled like Amsterdam for a long time, hasn't it? But as I say, they're closing the shops down, but you see loads of the shops boarded up and closed down, but there's still hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shops open. In fact, you still see them advertising for staff. But that was always going to happen, I think. Anyway, don't forget to give us a like, everybody, if you've just joined the stream. And I'm sure everybody on here is subscribed to the channel. And if you're not, why not? No, seriously, if you don't want to subscribe, then that's absolutely fine. I appreciate you being on here anyway. And tonight I'm going to put out the bar crawl video, and I've never done a video like this before on the channel. I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos people like. I've never done this before, but I'm going to put it out anyway, and we'll see see what the reaction's like, and I'm sure people will comment on it. As I said earlier, if you weren't here, I slowly get pissed from the start right to the end. So you can make your own mind up and you can comment on it if you watch it. Dealo, not now, done it before and it's gone, but like you, I wasn't worried about the money. It cost me 2 million build about 12 years ago. Yeah, I'm not, honestly, right, I seriously, I'm not bothered about the money, because if something happened to me and Nina, God forbid, we've been married 14 years, and I know there's a guy, I think it's Dealo, and if it's not, I'm sorry for saying it, was divorced after separated after 15 years. So it just shows you that it can happen any time. So I don't envisage it happening. But if it did, then so what? I'll still be alright. I'll still be able to live here. I'll still be able to live here comfortably by myself. I don't want that to happen, but you know, that's the way it is. Alex S1981. Thanks for joining us, Alex. I don't think I've read your comment out tonight. Really appreciate it. I'm arriving in Pattaya in the morning on the 18th of April for 3 weeks. Can't wait for my first Songkran. Last September was my first time in Thailand, Pattaya. Can't wait. 49 days to go. Alex, the time will absolutely fly over before you get here. And You arrive on the 18th of April for 3 weeks, so you're going to be arriving right in the heart or the last day of Songkran, so it's going to be absolutely mad. But you'll love it. The last day is fantastic. It is really good. Get yourself in your hotel, whatever time you're going to get here. I don't know what that is. Get yourself down the beach road. It's awesome. It's really good. The other 8 or 9 days are absolutely terrible because you're just going to get soaking wet every day and it's going to piss you off. If you go down on the 19th for the last day with the intention of going after Songkran, you'll really enjoy it. Last September was my first time in Pattaya, Thailand. Can't wait for years to go. So you've waited October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months before you come back. Good lads. Fantastic. It's the best place. Honestly, this is one of the best places on the planet. Yeah, Dilo, it was you. Once I started seeing it, I thought, oh my God, was it Dilo who was divorced, who was being separated? And you were together for 19 years. 19 years. We've been together for 15 years, and I just don't envisage anything happening, but you just never know. And I watched a guy yesterday from Middlesbrough, actually, and I can't remember the name of the channel. And he did a video about he'd been married or been together for, I'm guessing, I think he said 9 years. And his wife's son he'd never got on with his wife's son from like early childhood right till when he left school. And now he's involved in drugs, and he came back to see his mother, and his mother's left. He wasn't prepared to support the son who's on taking certain drugs, which I'm not going to mention. So she's left him and she's gone back to the village to look after or care for her son. And he wouldn't have expected that coming either. So it just shows you that you never know what's going to happen. White line 123. Looking at something called a usufruct. Yes, that's the word. I didn't see it because I couldn't remember what the name was. But white line 123, thanks for that. Yeah, I am going to look into that as well. I'm going to do it next week. You don't own the land, white line 123. You don't own the land, but you have the right to the land until you die. Really? Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to look into that next week, as well as the lease. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Dilo, usufruct mentioned as well. That's the thing I was trying to think of. Honestly, right? I was actually looking at it online today, and I couldn't remember the name of it. But thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Alex S 1981, staying at the Buzzing Lounge. My mate will be out there as he heads out in 14 days. We'll be camped near the Marquee Bar to shoot water at people, so I'm told. Well, make sure, it'll not be me because I'll be down Beach Road and I won't be coming into Pattaya, into Soibacau at all for that week. I'm not saying that. If something I've got a game, I might be coming in because I'll be heading here. So. And I'll probably be doing a live stream from here. But so we'll never say never, but it'll be 2 days maximum that I'm here for Songkran. Most of the time I'm going to be on the dark side. But if it's your first time doing Songkran, I think it's brilliant. If you get involved in it and you really want to, get engrossed in the whole thing, it's brilliant. It's a right good laugh. Alex S 1981 said, sub to your channel on Friday after seeing your live stream with Blue joining in. Yeah, it was good. That was a brilliant live stream, Alex. Really, really good. I think he got something like 70 people on the live stream, and we did it at, was it 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon? So what's that in the UK? 9, 10 o'clock or something like that? It might have been a bit late, it might have been 5 o'clock. But yeah, and actually the funny thing was, we were sitting in the bar, and then there was guys sitting in the bars opposite who were watching the live stream. So it was really good. It was a really good bar crawl. We had a really good day out. Alex says, been 2 days is more than plenty. Yeah, absolutely. 2 days at Songkran is more than plenty. I remember when I was a bit naive and I went out. I was staying in the Nature View Hotel in Soibacau. I was going to meet my mates for some drinks, and I got ready, got the gel on my hair, all after shaved up and all that. Jumped on a bath bus, got to the bend on Soibacau where Witherspoons is now, and it was about 11 o'clock in the morning. The guy came out and chucked a bucket of water all over us. unbelievable. So it is, as I've said, it is fun if you go out with the intention of getting involved in Songkran. But I'll be staying on the dark side. I absolutely will be staying on the dark side. I keep forgetting to put people's comments on the screen, you know, I'm really sorry. Button Lounge, there's a bird there called Maul. Maui. Mau. I've got glasses on and I still cannot see what I'm saying. This girl called Mau. Yeah. Do you know, I haven't been in Button Lounge for ages. I'll have to get up there, like. I just haven't been in Soy Pothole for a while. But doesn't it, obviously it's been tarmac now, so you shouldn't call it Soy Pothole anymore, should we? Call it Chai Pum. But there's loads of, there is loads of bars there. Loads of new bars opened up there. One bar that I need to go in is Mac TV. I don't know if anybody watches Mac TV. I've been past this bar in Soy 7, but it was not until 4 o'clock, and it was earlier in the day when I went past. But I will pop in and see and have a look at that bar. £440 baht a night at Button Lounge for channel members. What does that mean? I'm not too sure what you mean, Alex. Just explain. 440 baht a night at Button Lounge. Oh, sorry, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I think I do anyway. Went there last time, was a good laugh, and it's Soy Bumhole. Yeah, well, aye. Well, I haven't been there for ages. I walked past it the other day when I was in Soy Buakhao. I was heading down to LK. There must be some people on here who go to Jomtien or go to Pratnam Mac for drinks, because I mentioned earlier, Pratnam Mac Soy 5 is an awesome soy to go now. Yeah, I know they've got rooms, Alex, in Button Lounge. Nina's best friend works there as the, I don't know what her job is, but she books the rooms and manages the staff and that, cleaning rooms and stuff. She's been there quite a while. Does anybody else like Pratnam Mac and Jomtien then? Guys, I'm just going to have to go to the little men's room. So can I put you on, actually I'll just leave you there. Don't go anywhere. I know how many people are on here, so I'll know if you've left. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Keep an eye on my camera because I'm still live, for I need a piss. Alright guys, sorry about that. Oh, nobody's left. Still got loads of people in the chat. Right, let's see if I've missed any messages. Oh, I haven't missed any messages, that's okay. Anybody got any questions for me? What's that one say? Rusty, you've been I'm being flashed in at Suitless 1. Wow. Tell you what, that's a great spot though, isn't it? Oh shit. I went to the toilet with the mic. Oh well, at least you know I wasn't lying to you. What's the temperature like these days? It was about, it was 34 today, but felt like 43. Well, that's what the weather app said. Red hot this afternoon, absolutely red hot, blue skies. Yeah, it's getting really hot now, like it is really, I wouldn't say it's unbearable because obviously it's not. It's better than the UK, it's better than Europe I suppose. But what would you rather have, hot weather or cold weather? I won't complain about the hot weather. Actually, I have got a video coming out in the next couple of days, and it sounded like I was complaining about the weather, but I wasn't. You'll have to watch the video and then you'll know what I mean. And that's going to be a different video. So I've got the bar crawl video coming out, which I've never done before. I don't know how that'll go down. And then this other video I've got coming out is different to something things I've done before. I'm just trying different things to see what people like. If anybody's got any suggestions for videos, just let us know and I'll do it. Alex, my mate keeps laughing at me the fact that I'm coming in the middle of April. Tell you what, he might be laughing at you, but he'll be well jealous that you're actually coming here. It doesn't matter when it is. You don't have to. If you're going to be in the centre of Pattaya, then yes, you're going to be involved in Songkran. If you're staying outside of Pattaya, like I live on the dark side, then it's not that bad over there. They only celebrate it for a couple of days. I'm just going to hold myself in, stop in the house. No, I'm not. I'm not, because I still go to the gym and stuff every other day, and all the other things that I normally do. But I would seriously, if anybody's thinking of coming here and living here, I would try and get somewhere on the dark side. There's some fantastic deals on condos and that over there. Again, I am going to do a video on a particular condo building on Siam Country Club Road, because you can get some cracking deals. Just don't do food reviews, most of them are crap. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think you've just got to mix it up a little bit if you're going to do a food review. I do watch a couple of channels where they do food reviews, and I'm not going to mention the names because I don't like to talk about other YouTubers. Like some things that I try and do things differently, and I don't know whether it's to the detriment of myself, the channel, but like, you know, like you'll say, right, we're off to this place, then you jump in the car and then you're showing like 2 minutes of driving in the car with music in the background, and that absolutely does my head in. So I'm trying not to do stuff like that. I have done it actually, but like I hate it, so I've stopped doing it. It's just a pain in the arse, stuff like that. If you're going to do a food review, I think you've got to try and make it light-hearted and have a laugh, and I try and have a laugh with Nina if we're out together doing a food review, rather than just reviewing the food, if you know what I mean. I hope that comes across the way I meant it to. Alex says he'll... Oh, your mate Alex is going to be here 4 weeks before you. He knows how hot it is going to be. I think that's why. Oh, right, okay. So he's coming here 4 weeks before you in April. Doesn't matter when you come, does it? It's just a brilliant place to be. Absolutely fantastic. How long we've been on here? We've been on here 2 hours now. But I'm happy to stay if everybody wants to stay on. No problem. White Lime, I'm coming 20th of April to Swerve Songkran. What an absolutely fantastic time on that is, on the 20th of April. If this war doesn't screw up air travel. You just gotta be careful if you've already got your flights booked. If not, then just make sure you book flights where you're not going to be travelling, you know, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Doha, that kind of thing. Delo, do one on Brian Jack's place. Yeah, I know Brian Jack's as well, so I could do, yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I'll make a note of that. Great idea. So the music's quite loud in here now. Can you still all hear me okay? Probably I won't get demonetized because I'm not monetized yet anyway. So I'm not bothered about the music. Let's see if I missed any comments. Delo, you need good knowledge of food, maybe being a chef like Gary Butler. Yeah, if you want to do food reviews, yeah, you've got to know what you're talking about, haven't you? I am actually going to do some food reviews on Indian restaurants, but we'll be going together, myself and Nina, and I'm just going to try and make them fun and do other things as well as just the food review. But I just want to find some decent Indian restaurants in Pattaya and let everybody know what, you know, where they are. Alex, I booked 4 months ago direct from Heathrow with Thai Airways. Shouldn't be an issue. Nah, you should be fine. Well, there was a message on Facebook today from Thai Airways saying there was no problem with their flights, wasn't there? So shouldn't have an issue with that unless things escalate really badly. I would have put the camera facing the other way because there's quite a few massage places over there and some entertainment going on, but I can't. Well, I can, but you wouldn't be able to see anything because there's a cart parked in front and it's got like a canvas roof on it. You wouldn't be able to see it, so I do apologise. White Lime, unfortunately I already booked Emirates and they will only give a refund on flights until the 5th of March at the moment. Well, at least they're going to give a refund on flights. I know insurance, I don't think insurance covers you for war, does it? I know it's not actually all out war, but you understand what I mean. Surely Emirates will just change flights. Well, they're saying the 5th of March anyway. Is that, so if they're saying they'll only give a refund on flights till the 5th of March, does that mean they're not doing any flights until at least the 5th of March? Can I just ask, can everybody hear me okay with this music? So he's obviously turned the sound up. I'm going to see if I can meet Gary Butler and maybe do something with him because I think he's brilliant. Rusty. Oh, Rusty. I don't mind the heat so much, it's the mosquitoes. Since I got back, I've never had any issues with mosquitoes whatsoever, so touch wood, it's been okay, but yeah, I understand, and it is going to get worse, isn't it? Especially when the rains come later on. Well, that's a while away, so. Thanks, Alex. You can hear me fine, that's good. Can you hear the music loud in the background, or is it just like a background noise? Just interested to find out. I've got the microphone here, obviously, and you might not be able to see. The microphone is here, so it might be shielding the music a little bit. So, anybody watching who's in Pattaya at the moment and watching the live stream, tell us where you are, what bar you're in, is it busy where you are? And if you are in Pattaya at the moment, why don't you come down to the Mackem bar and say hello? I might even buy you a beer. Alex says mainly just the bass, but it's not loud. That's good. That's excellent. That. As long as you can hear me, that's the main thing, I suppose. So come on, there's nobody on here when I asked the question, should I put my bar crawl video on with Blue and Pattaya, or should I not? Nobody has said yes or no. I just need one person to say yes, and I'll put it on. I'll put it on against me better judgment. It was a good video. It was good making the video. It was a really good day out, and we are going to do some more together. Because I don't know if anybody on here, well, there is some people on here who are subscribers to Blue and Pattaya. He's a great lad. Does some great videos. So you need to go to his channel if you're not subscribed, and have a look and see if you like his content, and subscribe to his channel. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, why not? Alex, buy a beer. Don't say that. I'm up at 12:20 for work, lorry driver. Oh my god, 12:20. Oh my god. I never ever got up for work at that time in the morning, unless I was going on a convention or a sales meeting out of the country or something like that. Dilo says he's watched Blue videos. Yeah, he's a good lad, really good lad. Does some good videos, and he's very much like me, where he says it like it is, and you either like him or you don't. A bit like me. I don't get these people who put, I don't want to go too much into it, but like, why would you comment, if you don't like somebody, why would you put a comment on a video, a derogatory comment? Why wouldn't you just not watch them? That's what I would do anyway. God, we've been on here over 2 hours. Right, anybody got any more questions? Because I'll wrap it up if nobody's got any more questions. If people want to stay on, that's fine, just speak and I shall answer. Alex says he's been following Blue since last year. He seems a genuine good lad. Yeah, he is. He's spot on. He's just retired I think he retired officially yesterday. What day is it today? Friday. So he's moved here. He's got his wife and his son coming down from the village in a month's time, I think. I'm giving too much away. You'll have to watch his, you'll have to watch his videos. Anyway, I don't want to say thanks to everybody who's came on tonight. I really do appreciate it, and everybody who's interacted and asked questions, made comments. Really appreciate it. Cheers. I'll have a drink for you. My pick on the left is in honour of him. I can't see it, but I'll have a look in a bit when we finish the live stream. Right, so Lusty, I don't mind that. Oh, you've already answered that one. I've already answered that one, haven't you? Oh my god, I'm miles behind on the questions. I don't know if I've missed anybody out. Oh, thanks Gus for buying me a beer. That's good. I didn't even know you could see that. Thanks a lot. Well, buy me a coffee, I should say. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Right, so should we call it a day, folks? Has everybody had enough? Has anybody got any more questions? This is the final call. Any more questions? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up and I'll go and have a couple of beers and then go and have go to LK. And I'll speak to Richie in LK in Barcode. And there'll be some football on, won't there? What time is it now? 10 o'clock? There must be some football on this afternoon, is there? Premier League football? Probably start at 2 o'clock, I would have thought. So I'll be back on again next Sunday night at the same time, 7 o'clock. Well, not the same. Actually, I'll tell you what, 7:30 next Sunday, because that seems like a better time to come on. 7:30 next Sunday night in Thai time, so that'll be 12:30 UK time. I'll be back. Hopefully you'll all be able to join me then. If you haven't subscribed to the channel again, please do so, or just give us a like, that'll be fantastic. Thanks to everybody who's commented tonight, I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you